is a Java token? What is the meaning of token? What are the different categories of tokens will become? So token is a smallest unit. Smallest in every program is a collection of variables, methods, classes, expressions, statements. It is a mixing of different operators. Different things will be there in program. So further, a smallest building block, a smallest unit of any program will be considered as a token. So in Java program, in any program which have the classes and methods, and further methods will be comes as an expressions statements to perform the specific operations. These statements, how the statements and expressions can be formed with the help of tokens. What is that meaning? The expression is a combination of operators. The expression will be combination of identifiers. The expression is a combination of values. So anytime, at any moment of time, statements or expressions can be formed with a tokens only. So token is the smallest individual unit of any program. Now, what is the meaning? What is the token? Token is an identifier. Token is a keyword. Token is a separator. Token is an operator. Token is a literal. Token is a comment. So we know all these. What is the meaning of identifier? What are the built-in keywords? What's the meaning of separator, operator, literals, comments? We can discuss all those. So now the token is a part of individual unit. It is a small unit of a program. How each will be, how the identifier, what are the keywords, separators, comments, literals. Now we can discuss. So we know that what are the various types: keywords, identifiers, literals, operators, separators, and as well as comments. What is the keyword? So keyword is a predefined reserved word. So in the Java, so many keywords are there. So those keywords have a special meaning. For example, in the earlier class, we have seen a keyword that is a class. So whenever you want to define any class, before the class name, we need to use a keyword called a class keyword. So it have a special meaning. We can't use these keywords for variables or identifiers, method names, class name. We can't use because those are a predefined which have some meaning, specific purpose also. So what are the various keywords? So currently 50 keywords are there. So there will be a group of categories. We know that suppose there are a control statements, conditional statements. The keywords are if, the keywords are switch case, switch keyword is there. The keyword will be else, if else block, and the keyword will be while. The keyword will be do while will be there, and the keyword will be continue, the keyword will be break, the keyword will be for loop. So we can categorize the keywords in terms of control statements and loop statements. And similarly, if you are considering a data types like boolean, byte, character, double, float, long, here L will be there, long keyword, short keyword, byte keyword. So based on the data types, the keywords are there. If it is an exception handling, catch, try, finally, final, not final, finally, throw keyword, throws keyword. So different keywords are there. So all those are some other keywords will be have some other meanings: transient, asset, constant, go to, okay, enum, protected, extends. So different. Now I can categorize it. Just I will give you some category of keywords. Then we have a better understanding. The keywords will be what are the various keywords? The keywords we can be categorized as data types related keywords. The keywords will be categorized as a control statement keywords. The keywords will be categorized as exceptional handling related keywords. The keywords that should be categorized as uh, switch cases, like that. So just I can write it. What are the different keywords also will be there. Yes. Now I will keywords. So we can come to the different categories. Keywords related to the data types. So what are the different data types? In future also you will get byte, integer data types, short, int, long, float, double, character, boolean. So these are the keywords for data types. Some keywords related to the control statements and loop statements. So what are the keywords? If we have else, while, switch, for, do while, do, break, continue. So these are some keywords related to the control statements which have some meaning. We can't use a variable name as if. And keywords related to exception handling to handle the runtimes, errors, try, catch, throw, finally, throws. So these are the keywords related to the exception handling. Keywords related to the inheritance, we can use extends. We can use a keyword interface for multiple inheritance. We can have a keyword final to declare a constant, to declare a to prevent inheritance method overriding. So we have a keywords related to the inheritance, and we may see the other keywords like uh, types, return types. Void will be there, no return type, and what are the other we have discussed? Transient, and keywords related to the access, specifier, like public, private, protected. Keywords related to the instance variables. We may use a keyword this. Class variables, we may use a keyword static. Okay. uh, yes, we have a keyword like finally we discuss. So these are some categories, maybe all the keywords not yet covered, but the fundamental categories, a keyword which have a special meaning. So those keywords will be categorized according to the type, the data types. These are byte, short, int, long, float. So these are the keywords comes under the data types. These are the keywords control statements, so you know in the C language also keywords. Try, catch, throw, finally, throws, which related to handle the runtime errors. Extends, interface, finally related to the inheritance. Transient, void, public, private, protected related to the access specifier. This keyword, static keyword, and we to define the class, we have a class keyword. To import a packages, we have an import keyword. To create our own package, we have a package keyword. So lot of to implement an inheritance, multiple inheritance, we have a keyword like implements. When one by one, when we are moving to the topics, we can learn all these keywords. So this is one type of tokens. Keywords are a smallest unit which have the some special. Yes. Now keywords are completed. Now we will move to the next part of tokens, which is an identifier. So what is an identifier? Identifiers are used to give a names to the variables or constants or functions, class, arrays. For every all these things we need to declare some names. So those are comes as a identifier. If you want to declare any you want to store any value, yes, we need a variable. So we can declare an integer variable a, or you want to store any constant value pi, yes, that is an identifier. Class followed by the class name. So everyone has some name, even array also. What is an array name? What is the method name? So which all those are comes as an identifiers. Identifiers are used to name a variable, constant, methods, class and arrays. So some rules and regulations are there. Whenever you want to declare any identifiers, it has some rules. What are those rules? The identifier should be started with the letter or underscore or dollar symbol as a first character. Remaining are followed by numbers, okay, but the first letter of an identifier will must be a letter, underscore or dollar sign. But the identifier can't be started with a digits or some other symbols also. Here it should be started with either letter, underscore or dollar sign. And don't use the keywords as an identifier, because those keywords are already have a special meaning. Don't use the keywords as identifiers. So some identifier names: price, radius, A1, underscore phone number, dollar circumferences, jagged array is a valid identifier. So here these are a valid identifier. 12 radius is an invalid identifier. Why it is a invalid identifier? Because the identifiers can't be started with the numbers. It should be either started with the characters or underscore or dollar symbol. Identifiers can't be started with a number. And we can't consider the white space also not a valid identifier. And identifier should be a case sensitive. Small name is different from the capital name. So you must be careful about. Generally, a constant identifier should be declared with a capital letters. Normal identifier should be declared as a normal small letters. Literals. What is the meaning of literals? So whenever you want to store what type of values you are storing in the identifiers, and once those values are assigned, it can't be, we can't insert the middle. So the literals are a constants. What are the different types of literals will be there? It may be an integer literal, float literal, character, string, Boolean literals. So different types, categories of literals are there. So literal is a notation that represent a fixed value in the source code. It can be categorized as string literal, Boolean literal. Once it can be defined, we can't be changed. If you want to change, you can change the entire value, but we can't change the in between. In between, we can't insert any characters or any numbers. So integer literal, 23 is an integer literal, 9.86 it is a float or double, false or true Boolean literal, within the single quotes k, within the single quote 7, which is a character. So Java T point. So these are referred from the Java T point. So which is a string literal, and a null equal to any type. Just it is a null reference. So it will be whenever you are declaring any variables, definitely we can assign the values. It may be comes under the different categories. Now, an operators. So, what are the operators? So, operators are a special symbols. By using the operators, we can perform the different operations. The operators in the Java are categorized as arithmetic operators. Here we can use a symbols like arithmetic operators, plus, minus, star, division, modulus operators. So we can use a different operators to perform the arithmetic operation. Assignment operators, so we can use the to assign the value from one variable to another variable. We can use the assignment operator. Relational operators to perform the condition less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, double equal to. We can use the relational operators. Unary operators like till symbol or not symbols, we can use an unary. Logical operators, double ampersand, okay, ternary operator, bitwise operators, shift operators. So all these are used for specific operations. So arithmetic operators, we have seen this: plus, minus, division, multiplication, modulo operator, unary operator, increment, decrement, not symbol, assignment operators equal to, you can increment and assign, and relational operators not equal to, greater than, less than, logical operators, and a ternary operator is a question mark along with the colon. So condition, colon, if it is true, statement 1 will be assigned. If it is false, statement 2 will be assigned. Bitwise operators and as well as shift operator, left shift, right shift. Okay. So all these are n operators. This is the another tokens. Separators. The separator is a punctuator when you are using statements or when you are writing a functions, when we are writing any blocks. So we can use the separator. Square braces to declare any arrays one dimensional, two dimensionals. To define a functions, we can use the parentheses. To define the block starting, body of the class, method class, we can use the curly braces. To declare a variables and separated, we can use comma. Assignment operators, semicolons to end it with the expressions. Period to refer an object, we can use the dot symbol. All these are comes as a separators, which is a another unit of statements. Comments, so we have a single line comments. These are a part of program but not considered for compilation and execution. Just to give a readability, comments will be added. We may add a line of comments like single line comments, or we may add a block of comments, group of statements like slash star with again star slash. In between these we can write the comments. So all these are comes under the Java tokens. So just I can include a simple program to identify some tokens. Just we can identify what are the different types of statements. Just I am writing some, already earlier we have discussed some class. First we can save the program. Tokens demo dot, just this is not for execution, this is just for identification of the tokens. Import java dot lang dot star class demo class tokens demo. We have a body statements and we have a method public static void main of string args. We declared some variables int a equal to 10, b equal to 20. And we are declaring one more variable c equal to a plus b. We are trying to print println of C, and I would like to give a result, and fine. So if we have observed this program, the aim is identify various tokens. Okay, or identify slash categorize various tokens. And here I want to write some comment also. Declare variables. So first we can identify the tokens comes in this program is keywords. What are the keywords we have used in this program? That is import is one keyword, class is another keyword. So clearly it is specifying the blue color all are keywords only. Public, static, void, yes. Next, int, yes. So all these are keywords. And what are the identifiers? Is there any identifiers are there? Yes, the identifiers are A comma B comma C. So three variables we have. Is there any other thing? Yes, literals. What are the literals? We have an integer literal. What is the integer value? 10 comma 20. We have an integer literals. Is there any other thing? Yes, separators. What are the separators we have? In the function we have and open brace, closed braces, comma, semicolon. So some separators are there. Square braces. Yes, is there anything? Yes, comments also we have. So in this program, so different tokens are there, individual units are there. So which comes as a category keywords, identifies literal separator. Not only that, we forget one thing, that is operators also. What are the operators? Plus operator we have, and we have used them equal to for assigning the values. Maybe some other operators, some other tokens are there, but the basic one I have identified from this program. So in this way you need to write it whenever you are taking any program. You need to identify when the compiler also, when it was designed, it can be identified what are the individual units are there according to the syntax, whether those tokens are defined or not, it can identify. And now again we can come back. So the tokens are completed. Now you have a clear idea what are the different tokens will be there and how we can identify. Now we will go to the next one, which is a statements. So what is the statement? Statement is an expression. Statement means whenever we are performing any operations, we can write some expressions, we may write some conditions, we may declare any variables. All these are comes as a statements. So now the Java supports three types of statements. One is declaration statement. Whenever you are declaring any variable, yes, which comes as a declaration statement. Whenever you are performing any object creation or expression, performing a plus b into c, so all those are comes as an expression statement. When you want to control, when you want to write any conditions or you want to write any loopings, that is also comes as a looping statements. Again, separately all these we can discuss one by one, but Java statements, the main objective is statement is an expression statement, statement is a declaration statement, statement will be a control or conditional or looping statements will be there. Now again we can identify from this example only, we can discuss. We have a statement called expression statement, a plus b. We are performing what is this? It will becomes as a expression statement. What it indicates? It will